Why puzzle casually when you can puzzle seriously? Follow along as Studio 5 beauty contributor Megan Moore takes us to her speed puzzling competition. And yes, that's a thing. Take a look.
Hey Studio 5, it's beauty contributor Megan Moore, and yes, you know me as all things beauty, but did you also know that I love to puzzle? And not just puzzle, speed puzzle. Right now we are located in the Boardwalk Puzzle kind of factory. It's where they create the Boardwalk puzzles, the Dowdle puzzles that are really, really famous. I've been puzzling since I was a little kid. My grandpa and I would do puzzles together after dinner every single night. But the speed puzzling part of it is a whole nother ball game, right? It's not relaxing anymore. Now it's like competitive. I will take this off. You don't want big sleeves because you'll knock stuff off, and you also need your hair up. Who would have thought? It is high energy, it is intense, and I do feel like I kind of hold my breath for an hour, and then once it's done, I can finally breathe, for sure. It's definitely high intensity, and you are locked in. So not relaxing, but fun. I'm extremely competitive, so this is, I don't know if this is good or bad for me. Okay, well, good luck, guys. So when you come to a speed puzzling competition, if it's live and in person, you'll check in, you'll get in your category, either solos, duos, or teams, which is 4, and then everybody kind of sits down at their table. It's quite quiet in there. There's a lot of concentration happening. Some people like to wear headphones and hear their music, but it's pretty quiet. And then at the count of 3, you'll get to unwrap your puzzle.
3, 2, 1, go!
Now, everybody in the room has the same puzzle, so that makes it fair, but you don't know what it is until it happens. So as soon as you unwrap it, it's time to sort, it's time to flip, it's time to strategize, all on the fly. Lisa and I were both puzzle nerds together, and it's just something that we've really bonded over. It's really fun to be next door neighbors who love the same thing. So we trade puzzles all the time. Lisa and I are pretty good at communicating without having to say too much because we kind of have the same vision of what we do. So we always determine which way we're going to orient the puzzle based on if it's a landscape or a vertical puzzle, and then we just go for it. We flip and we sort. We always determine where we're going to place all our edges, and then we do edges together where I'll do this side, she'll do that side, and then once we've got edges, usually we say you just pick a point on the puzzle and you start there and we slot it in. It helps that you just trust each other too, and that you don't have to have too much communication. You kind of have a plan going into it, and then you just execute. You're locked in, like you have to be totally like 100% in it. I try to not check the time because that's distracting, but there is a big timer going. And then there's judges and timers walking around, and then as soon as somebody's getting close, then they'll stand there and wait for the final peaks and then drop down their time.
This was a really hard one. I think like we got stuck for sure, and then we switched spots just to get a new perspective because we've been staring at the same pieces for a while, so I think that really got our flow back.
This was so hard.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It's a good challenge.
Yeah.
I'm always like, go for it. Let's try anything at least once, right? So I just decided to try it and loved it, and it's been really, really fun. And I love making new friends and creating new connections with people that also love that same thing. It's been really fun to like be part of this community.